is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is your official WWE Monday Night Raw review for this week's show, February 16th, 2015. Monday Night Raw took place from Orlando, Florida. We are less than 1 week away from WWE Fastlane. All right, we are on the fast lane to WrestleMania. Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, headed to Fastlane. The winner gets a shot at Brock Lesnar's WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Who is it going to be? What did I think of the final build for WWE Fastlane? I'm going to tell you guys, and I'm not going to make this a long, drawn-out video because nothing of substance. I can say this every week, man. I can honestly come on here every week and tell you the same fucking story like a broken record. Monday Night Raw sucked. I could say it every fucking week, man. I'm going to do something a little bit different this week. I'm going to pinpoint the positives because we all know the show was fucking garbage, okay? I got news reports this Friday on Off The Script about WWE being frustrated, the main talents, I should say, being frustrated with NXT because they are getting time to shine down in NXT. Meanwhile, most of the WWE main roster talents are thrown in 2-3 minute matches with no fucking meaning whatsoever. And when all they want to do is just go out there and perform and wrestle. Okay, they're making the big money, but they're not getting what they want out of being in the ring, man. They want storylines. They want to invest themselves in the ring. And they want to prove to everyone that this is what they love to do, man. It's tough to tell a story in 2 to 3 minutes, especially with the women. The women get less than that, all right? They're nothing but fucking objects that we see on E! Network for Total Divas. And I got a big story about this. I know it was reported by other people here on YouTube.com, but I'm going to give you the latest breakdown of everything like I always do on Off The Script, because this is why people love Off The Script, man. I go into detail about certain things that others will not, okay? And I got more on that, and plus this week I do have something on Brock Lesnar, so make sure you tune in Friday Off The Script, all right? Cheap plug, I'm sorry, all right? Friday's Friday, this is Monday Night Raw review, but I'm going to do something a little bit different for you guys. I'm going to pinpoint the positives, okay? There was a few positives on Monday Night Raw, a few head-scratching moments. You know, I really don't get why John Cena and Rusev are even fighting at the pay-per-view, let alone for the United States Championship. I really don't understand it, man. You're going to have those goons out there who are like, oh my god, this is great. John Cena's showing a great edge. He's like the John Cena of old. No cheesiness, no corny jokes, etc., etc. He's going out there and he's taking care of business like John Cena of old. Yeah, that's great. That's great. But what I want to know, and I'm sure most of you don't know, I don't even know, why are these two fighting? Why are these two fighting, let alone fighting for the United States Championship? I don't know, man. I don't know. From what I recollect at the last pay-per-view, which was the Royal Rumble, right? In the post-show, John Cena talks about this and that. Before he even uttered a few words, Rusev was coming out, screaming all over the place because he got eliminated by Roman Reigns. He should have won the Royal Rumble. Yada, yada, yada. He was on the outside of the ring. He came into the ring last, and Roman Reigns, goodbye. He threw him over the top rope. So he was upset. John Cena was being interviewed. Rusev interrupts. John Cena takes offense to this, and Rusev shoves John Cena. Okay, in WWE land, in WWE logic, this is enough. This is enough to book Rusev versus John Cena at WWE Fastlane. All because they got into a shoving match and Rusev interfered in John Cena's segment when he was conducting a promo with Renee Young. That's the reason these two are fighting. I don't have any other reason, on TV that we've seen for the last couple weeks about why these two are fighting. That's all I got. That's WWE logic, folks. That does not make a good match, man. You could make it hot. You could make it personal. You could make John Cena have some type of vendetta against Rusev for what he's done to the United States and fucking all this other bullshit. It doesn't equivalent. It doesn't equate. It's not equivalent to giving these guys a fucking match on pay-per-view. Yeah, it could be a decent match. Who's to say it's not? It could be match of the night for all I fucking know. I don't know. But the fact that these two are having segments on Monday Night Raw, let alone, the segment last night was not bad. It was not bad. I'm growing more accustomed to Rusev on the microphone, and I see him getting better slowly. It's not leaps and bounds, but he's getting better slowly each and every week. Lana is giving you a managerial type, to accompany Rusev, and that's great. That's something that's been missing for quite some time in WWE. I love managers, man, and Lana has been doing a fantastic job at what she's supposed to be doing. Being the spokesman, or the spokeswoman, I should say, and, just being there for Rusev, building him up. And that's what she's done, man. She's gotten more comfortable on the microphone. Rusev, I want to hear more from Rusev, man. I want to hear more from the man, the champion. And last week, when he started doing the "You Can't See Me" to John Cena, that was great, man. I want Rusev to be comfortable in his own skin to the point where he can, I seen that he was comfortable, man. I seen something come out of Rusev that I haven't seen. He's all stiff and he's all tough and he's a brute. Lay low a little bit. Get relaxed. That's what we seen last week with Rusev. And I like that. I'm seeing this come out of him. He needs this. He needs this for character development, okay? And I'm glad that I'm seeing that. John Cena is John Cena, man. I don't have anything against John Cena. John Cena is just fucking old news to me. He's old news. No longer do I want to see him in the main event. He doesn't need to be in the main event. This is why he is now challenging for the United States Championship. He doesn't need to be in the main event, man. The time has come now to move every one of your young guys up to that fucking main spot, man. The Wyatts, the Zigglers, the Ambroses, the fucking Bryans. You name it, man. Bring NXT guys up. Let them start shining on Monday Night Raw. Get the tag team division going. Yada, yada, yada. You know the deal. John Cena's old news. John Cena does not need championships to make a feud interesting, let alone WWE championships. If he captures the United States Championship, great. Great. I don't think that would be the right decision on Sunday. I think Rusev should get the victory on Sunday. I think Rusev will get the victory on Sunday. Why would you flush everything down the toilet that you did with Rusev and just give it to John Cena, who clearly doesn't need it? So I think Rusev is going to get the victory over John Cena. And like Justin LeBar mentioned on Twitter, I think this will open up a match of some sort at WrestleMania. I don't think it would be wise of WWE to give us a rematch at WrestleMania. If they wanted to have the first match be at WrestleMania, that's a different story. But the fact that we're seeing this on Fastlane Sunday makes me believe they're going to kind of do something else with these two. Maybe a tag team match. Maybe Sheamus comes back as a heel and attacks John Cena. Maybe he joins forces with Rusev, the new Foreign Fanatics. I don't know, man. Something like that. Foreign Fanatic team. You got Sheamus and Rusev. That would be a dangerous combination right there, man. Going against John Cena and a partner to be named, man. Maybe it may be Hulk Hogan. I don't know. Hogan's been lobbying. He's been saying that he's working out for another match. I don't know. Do I want to see Hogan in the ring? Fuck no. But it could be Hogan's last WrestleMania moment. John Cena and Hogan together would be fucking special. Something that could keep Rusev's winning streak intact. He doesn't necessarily need to be pinned in that match to lose for his team. You get my point? That could be something that they could be leading towards for WrestleMania. John Cena doesn't need to be in a high-profile match, man. You got to use him the way they're using him now. Mid-card. He could bring prestige back to a mid-card title. This is the way I would have booked Roman Reigns. This is the way I would have booked Randy Orton. If you're not going to put them in the main event, man, why don't you give one of these guys one of those mid-card titles? That's the way you build credibility. If Randy Orton is holding the IC title, what do you think that automatically does for the belt? It's great by association. It's prestigious again by association because it's associated with Randy Orton. John Cena the same way. If he captured the United States Championship, we all know the United States Championship is a prop. Why not give John Cena the United States Championship, who knows, down the line, and have him build that back up to the point where it's important again, where people care about it. That's why I don't mind things like that. John Cena could give what he has given the company in the mid-card. He doesn't need to be in the main event, man. So I like what they're doing with this. The only problem that I have with it is I don't understand why they're fighting. I really don't understand why these two are fighting. It makes no sense. It's like someone bumped into me at the bar and made me spill my beer. Okay, me and you are going to have a fight now. You didn't apologize. That's all it is, man. It's fucking childish bullshit. Why are you fighting? Oh, he shoved me. Okay, you got to build a little bit more story than that, WWE. You got to get me more invested, man. That's not going to do it. I don't give a shit how good the match is going to be at Fastlane. I don't care if it's match of the night, match of the year, match of the fucking century. I don't care. You got to have some type of story. Some type of story behind the story that these two are going to tell in the ring. That's all I want. But that's my only gripe with that. Other than that, it was a good segment. The only other important thing besides, I'll talk about Cody Rhodes and Goldust. I'll talk about that as well, okay? And I want to talk about Darren Young and Titus O'Neil potentially being back together. That is a very wise move for WWE. I don't know why they broke them up in the first place. I'll talk about that in a little bit. The next thing I want to talk about is Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, okay? Now, you guys know me. I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns. I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble. I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns' work, his promos, etc., etc. You guys know the deal. I don't need to talk about Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is incredibly fucking overrated. He's being shoved down our throats. You guys have heard it all, okay? But, and this may take you guys by surprise, I was impressed. I know. Impressed and Roman Reigns in the same sentence. JD, you alright? You got a fever? What the fuck's going on? You drunk? Too many cold beverages? No. Give me a second to explain. I was impressed with Roman Reigns on Monday Night Raw. I really was. Why was I impressed? Because I can see Roman Reigns being the dick-like character, that fucking prick you can't stand, right? I see it. And he's playing that role very well. This could be a role suited for him perfectly. And he's playing it well. The interview with Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton. Interview with Byron Saxton backstage in the beginning of the show. Came off as a fucking dick, man. Saxton asked him the tough questions. What does he think about Daniel Bryan? He went on and on about Daniel Bryan, how he weaseled himself into the fucking Royal Rumble. You know, he weaseled himself into the WWE Championship. Yada, yada, yada. You guys know the deal. But I was impressed the way Roman Reigns came off. He acted like a dick. That's what I want to see. This could be a role that he plays better and better as the weeks go by. Okay? I was impressed with Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan at the end of the show. I thought closing the show with what they did on Monday was very well done. The Pier 6 brawl, the fucking hellacious battle these two had on the outside. This is what I want to see, man. This is what you need to get across to the WWE audience, not only in the arena, but watching at home. Why are these two, who are, I would say Roman Reigns is a fan favorite. You know, he's not overly booed. He's not a heel by any means. Daniel Bryan is the biggest face in the WWE. You got two potential faces going at it at the Royal Rumble. All that's going at Fastlane, rather. You got two faces going at it at Fastlane. You're going to throw all that out the window. And I'm glad WWE did this, man. They made you believe it was important. What they were fighting for, the cause that they are fighting for. The chance to go on to WrestleMania was important. It doesn't matter what happened. Doesn't matter who shook whose hand, who betrayed who. All that is thrown out the window, man. There's one thing staring these guys in the face, and that is a shot to main event WrestleMania and potentially go on to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31. WWE got that across with what they did with Bryan and Roman Reigns on Monday, and I commend them for that, and I was impressed in all parties involved. Bryan coming out during Reigns' match against Kane. God, I don't want to see Kane and Big Show any longer, man. I'm fucking sick to my stomach seeing these two guys in the main event. But they did their job, and they got these two guys over, and the importance of the main event over for WWE Fastlane, okay? They were the pawns in this whole thing on Monday, and they did it well. Okay, you didn't see too much of them after the matches were over individually, and that's great. Bryan playing mind games with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns coming out and doing the same thing during Bryan's match with Big Show. Signing autographs, taking selfies, taking pictures with the fans. This is what I like to see, man. It wasn't the greatest fucking go-home show of all time, but WWE proved to us. They made you believe that what these two guys are fighting for is important come Sunday night. And I commend, like I said, all parties involved. Roman Reigns, I see. Okay, I am not blind. I see Roman Reigns becoming more comfortable in what he is doing. I see Roman Reigns becoming more comfortable in his mannerisms, in the way he moves, in the way he's speaking. I'm seeing Roman Reigns giving you an attitude of someone who wants to go to WrestleMania, and that's exactly what he did last night. You know, egging Bryan on after Bryan nailed him with a steel chair. Bryan nailed him with a steel chair in the back. You know, some of you mentioned that Roman Reigns didn't sell the chair shots. Roman Reigns was egging Bryan on. Come on, you want to fight me? Hit me with more, motherfucker. That's exactly what I interpreted on Roman Reigns' behalf, man. Roman Reigns screaming and letting out these fucking warlike screams. This is important, man. WWE had to get this across. WrestleMania is too important, and WWE wanted to solidify that fact by going home with this to close the show. Bryan and Reigns brawling. Great. Great way to close the show. I'm excited for this match, man. I'm excited for it, okay? The rumored triple threat match at WrestleMania is news that everyone has heard. I reported it on Off The Script last weekend, all right? Vince changed the WrestleMania main event. Bryan, Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But this match has intrigue and has people invested. You know, you don't know what the crowd is going to do and how they're going to react to Reigns and Bryan on Sunday night. It's going to be something to look forward to, man, and I'm excited to see how it ends. How WWE gets us to WrestleMania is another thing, all right? We're going to find out on Sunday. Obviously, I will be here to talk about it on my channel immediately following the pay-per-view on the WWE Network. But I was impressed with all parties involved, okay? Great way to send home Monday Night Raw for the go-home show. The big brawl, the chaotic brawl, Roman Reigns. He impressed me, okay? Hopefully he can continue that, and I see him grow even more as a performer and a WWE superstar. Bryan, we know what Bryan's capable of. Bryan's a fucking beast, okay? I would much rather see Bryan win and go on to fight Brock Lesnar, but I don't think that's likely. Roman Reigns will be involved in the main event. Bryan will be involved in the main event. It is going to be a triple threat match. There's no way around it. Whether Brock Lesnar retains the title or drops the title, I don't know. After the news I got on Brock Lesnar and what Jim Ross is now feeling about Brock Lesnar may retain the WWE Championship at WrestleMania for all we know. Who the fuck knows? So you guys got to tune into Off The Script because I do have news on that on Friday. So don't go anywhere, all right? But I was impressed with everything they did to go home. Let me know what you guys think about the big brawl that Bryan and Reigns had to close Monday Night Raw. I liked it. Let me know what you guys think. I thought WWE did a great job to solidify these two guys and their desire to go to WrestleMania. That's what they needed to do. That's what they needed to strike home. And they did a very good job of that, all right? Moving on, guys. Nothing else really happened on Monday Night Raw, but the two things I do want to talk about, Dean Ambrose and Wade Barrett. Another thing I want to talk about, I still don't know why these two are fighting. I really don't. I really don't, man. You know, it's not like days of old where they got some type of story building. Why is Dean Ambrose challenging for the Intercontinental title? I just feel like these two were just thrown in an Intercontinental Championship match. But I'm not going to bitch and moan. It should be a very, very entertaining feud and a very, very entertaining match. So I'm not going to bitch and moan too much about it. I just want to know why they're fighting. All right, Bray Wyatt continuing his words, his cryptic promos against The Undertaker. Looked like he was nailing a coffin last night. Obviously, he's talking about The Undertaker. As I reported 2 weeks ago on Off The Script, Undertaker more than likely will be back after Fastlane that Monday Night Raw. It should be a big night. Maybe we finally see The Undertaker confront Bray Wyatt, and we see this feud go even further into WrestleMania. But I like what with what Bray Wyatt is doing. I love the way he speaks. I love the way he carries himself. And it should be a very, very entertaining feud promo-wise leading into WrestleMania. I can't wait to see what The Undertaker has in store. I can't wait to see if The Undertaker is well enough to go into WrestleMania. But Bray Wyatt continuing his greatness with the promos that he's cutting on what seems to be a budding feud with The Undertaker, okay? Dusty Rhodes was there talking about his two sons, and the problems that they're having. And he's trying to talk sense into Cody. Cody finally turned on Goldust. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're really legit building a match towards WrestleMania. I haven't read the dirt sheets yet. Maybe they're putting this match on Fastlane. I don't know. I hope not. I think that would be a very, very big mistake for WWE to jump right into this match, man. The story is just getting started. Why is Cody doing this, man? I think this is probably the hottest and most interesting topic right now on WWE TV. Why is Cody Rhodes, Stardust, doing what he is doing? WWE has a lot more story to tell here before they finally get these two guys in the ring. And I hope to God they don't put these two in the ring at Fastlane, because there is no reason and there is no need for these two to fight. There is more story that I want to see as a viewer. Why is Cody doing what he is doing? Why is he attacking his brother? What is it going to take Goldust, not to hit his brother and retaliate? Then at that point, you build a match. Okay? It's just getting started. We don't need to jump right into a match. WWE is going to sour this feud before it even starts. And I hope it doesn't, because I like where it's going. This match was supposed to happen two or 3 years ago, and it's finally starting to see the light of day. This will be a great WrestleMania undercard match. This will be a great match of WrestleMania, period. Give these two guys 15 minutes, and they'll give you a fucking great match, man. I can't wait to see it. Whether Cody stays as Stardust or he goes back to Cody Rhodes, I don't know. I don't think Cody is going to fare well after all is said and done in just, the Stardust character. I think he needs to develop as Cody Rhodes. I think he has a lot of potential as Cody Rhodes. I don't see him going anywhere carrying his brother Dustin's gimmick for his own. I really don't see that. So hopefully WWE does what I hope they do and saves this match for WrestleMania, man. That's the one stage these two deserve to finally, meet. In San Francisco. Hopefully it happens. And WWE, like I said, has a lot of story to build here left before these two even get in the ring. All right. Paige and Total Divas garbage. I really don't care. I'm not even talking about it anymore. I really just don't care. Paige was dressed up as one of Adam Rose's fucking rosebuds. After that, I pretty much had the TV on mute, and I really don't care about it. Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. I mentioned last night on Twitter, or on Monday rather, that Ziggler is over. You don't want to make him a heel. All this rumor about him turning heel to fight Bryan, obviously that's scrapped. He's going to be in a tag team with Ryback. He's obviously got Ryback and Rowan on his side. They may be involved with Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania in some type of three-way or six-man tag against the Authority. I don't know, man. I don't know where they're going with these guys for WrestleMania, but it looks like it's not going to be anything important. But I did mention on Twitter on Monday night that Dolph Ziggler, imagine he wins the WWE Championship and finally gets the push everyone wants to see him get. He'll be fucking over more than anything, man. I think everyone would fucking just jump out of their seat to see Dolph Ziggler finally get what he deserves. The match with Seth Rollins could have been great, but obviously it was marred with interference and fucking bullshit. But Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler obviously will be a future main event feud that we're going to be seeing, hopefully. WWE graces us with these two, because these two can literally tear the house down on any fucking show WWE has, man. But Ziggler versus Rollins, again, marred by interference, and it was just ruined last night by the Authority's interference. Triple H and Ric Flair, that was a great segment. Flair tried to get Sting over. Triple H, enough is enough, shoved Flair down. He got the importance of why he is Triple H and why he is the CEO or the COO. And if Sting was in WWE before, when WCW was finally bought by Vince McMahon, if Sting decided to jump to WWE, he would have run him out of WWE faster than that, man. So Ric Flair finally now comes out to confront Triple H about that. Great segment. Got over the importance of Sting being there. Don't take him lightly. Don't have me see you on television as I'm watching Fastlane. I don't want to see you lying on your back because of Sting. And here I am saying I told you so. Triple H got in Flair's face, shoved him down, and I just liked the attitude and the urgency of Triple H from last night, or on Monday rather. And Ric Flair added a nice dose to that segment, so I thought that was very well done. That's the kind of TV I like to see in build-ups towards big matches, especially for something like this. I thought it was a great segment. Let me know what you guys think about that one. All right. The Primetime Players, good move by WWE. Hopefully these two are back together. Darren Young looks great. Titus O'Neil and Darren Young, the Primetime Players, I could see them getting back involved in the tag team division. Only another credible team to add to WWE's list of decent tag teams, man. You got a nice division going on. Great move by WWE to have Titus O'Neil come out. I don't want him associated with Heath Slater anymore. I think that would give the Ascension really something to do before they move on to something big for WrestleMania. I really like that segment a lot, and I think pairing them back together is a very smart move by WWE. And we got Naomi and Natalya going at it on Monday. I keep saying last night. It's it's Tuesday. Actually, it is Tuesday. Last night. Last night on Monday Night Raw. And this is going to be a very, very good match. I'm very, very high on Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. I think they will take the tag team championships from the Usos. I just don't like all the whole fucking thing with Total Divas, man. It just waters down the feud, man. Just have the two teams go at it. Enough with the fucking women. Really, it's not that I don't appreciate Natalya and Naomi. I think they're great at what they do. Naomi has really impressed me. Natalya is always great in the ring. I just don't like it being watered down with the Total Divas reality garbage, man. Let the four guys go at it. Have them fight over the importance of the tag team titles, man. You know, bring the real life elements into it, like Tyson Kidd and Cesaro being held down, and the only way that they can overcome this and reach for those brass rings that Vince McMahon talks about all the time is to team up and try and do it together, man. They needed help. They found each other. Now we're going to take the tag team championships. They just build it off the championships, man. The importance of the title. Enough with the fucking women and the Total Divas and fucking getting the wives involved, and it all translates to, to Total Divas. I don't want to see none of that shit, man. I really don't. I don't care for it. But regardless of that, it's going to be a great match at Fastlane. The tag team titles will be on the line. I do expect Cesaro and Tyson Kidd to take the belts from the Usos on Sunday night. But that is that, guys. That is your Monday Night Raw review. Let me know what you think about Monday Night Raw this week. What did you think about the big storylines heading into Fastlane? Let me know what you think about Bryan and Reigns and what you thought of the closing segments on Monday Night Raw. If you're not subscribed here, man, I don't know what the fuck you are waiting for. Hit that subscribe button and follow the #1 source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube, YouTube.com. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, at JD from NY 206 to keep up to date on everything I do and keep up to date on all my wrestling talk during pay-per-views and Monday Night Raw. And if you guys want more wrestling content, Joe Cronin Show and my man Justin LaBar, Josh Eisenberg, and Brian Ghoulish, Chairshot Reality at WrestleZone.com. Links for all those guys are down in the description. Go check out my Off The Script if you guys missed it this past weekend. Links are also down below in the description. I'll see you guys on Friday for a big weekend of WWE Off The Script, which will conclude on Sunday night with WWE Fastlane review right here on my channel immediately after the WWE Network, guys. I'll see you guys on Friday for Off The Script. Until then, take care. This is JD, and I'll talk to you guys very soon.